You're now listening to Northview Royals.
Three, two, one.
I've got something piggybacking on a little thing we were talking about the last week. I'd never thought about this until someone sort of showed it to me, and then I sort of started thinking, right? So there's trans everything, right? Trans.
Sorry, I'm going to let you go again. What was that?
There's trans everything. There's trans people. There's trans fucking, that British dude is now trans Korean. He fucking made himself Korean because he identified as Korean, so he got plastic surgery to be Korean. Yeah, that happened.
Yep. I wasn't aware of that.
That's the thing, right? I want to get your thoughts. If you have to identify yourself as that, right? Should you not have to identify yourself as being Transbeautiful? Because if you find some beautiful Russian chick who is just plastic to the fake, everything changed, and then you see a photo before and she was a fugly piece of shit, and you've now got her pregnant, isn't it unfair that your kid is now going to be fugly as fuck because they didn't tell you that they were Transbeautiful? Because I've seen some before and afters. I was like, you should have to tell people that. Because in the time it's perfect, but I'm having a daughter, and one of the reasons why I'm having children with my wife is because I find her very attractive. And my primal instinct to breed with someone is telling me that I'm going to have a good offspring that's going to be good looking, that will, do well in life. But if she was trans beauty, I wouldn't be fucking there.
I feel like you're trying to get me in trouble.
I just want to know your thoughts, because you know mine. If we can, we're going to throw that photo up of that picture, right?
I feel like you're trying to hold my hand and walk me down a rabbit hole. You're really trying to get me into some trouble here, but respectfully, I have to agree.
I'm not saying you can't be trans beauty. Hey, more power to you. I would just like to know. I would like to see the before.
Yep, I think that's fair. I think if we're talking about things like COVID passports, there should be a very clear, distinct 10-year photo on the passport, to say, this was back in my primal day, and then
just in case you're looking to have some kids. This is what this is the demon in the closet.
I mean, when you think about it, and you know what, we're probably going to cop a bit of backlash for this, but I'm ready. It's the reality is that I think we all understand what catfishing is.
Yep.
It's the ultimate real life catfishing.
Yep.
Is what it is. It obviously involves a couple of procedures and a little bit of money, but what's the difference between going, well, this is a picture of me? Okay.
Yep.
What's that? Well, that's also a picture of me. Interesting.
Yep. So you might get the initial start of a date, but maybe you won't go further because you now know that it might not be great.
So I'm not trying to out anyone. Make it fun. Like how at school you play spot the difference, where you've got the two pictures and there's 10 differences in the other one. You got to circle.
Oh no, Cameron, these are two different people in this photo. They could not be further from what they actually used to look like. There isn't even a hint of resemblance except the genetics.
It's a very good point. I'm glad you brought it up. Because look,
women these days, they do a little bit of stuff, and they but whether they got fake tits or fake lips and stuff, generally you see a photo and you're like, oh yeah, that's still you, you've just enhanced, enhance. But these photos I've seen are they're actually incredible that these doctors have managed this.
It's it's a very dangerous line to be treading, isn't it? Because it raises the question: what's real anymore? You know what I mean? What's real anymore? You can online you can live a completely different life if you want to. Essentially, if you don't like the way you look, like you said, you can completely change the way you look into being another person. How's anyone supposed to trust anyone? You know what? It's like a real life fucking Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and you just chuck on a skin mask.
Yeah, but I can't imagine him looking good underneath that.
I mean, yeah. Well,
I mean, it's obviously going to be an improvement than the leather mask, but
yeah, but look, it's debatable to say whether some of these people would look good before as well.
oh no, they don't. This is the whole thing. They look dog shit.
Again, I feel like you're trying to drag me down this slippery slope with you.
Well, I'm just calling it how I sees it. Okay, they look like a big old bag of shit, and then
It's like,
afterwards they look like they're stripping in Miami. They are two different people.
We're really playing a real life game of snakes and ladders here, aren't we?
Yes, we are. But it's like it's remarkable that, like I said, that these doctors have the ability to do this, and like I applaud them because, mate, what a job. But
Like,
I'm talking for the reproduction side of things. You as a person, wouldn't you like to know, like, shit, I got a 50-50 of this kid looking like a fucking dump truck.
so do you reckon, like, and I'm happy if on the very, very rare occurrence that there may be females listening to this show, I'm happy for someone to write into this. See you on a night out, okay? And you've got a group of girls.
Yes.
And because generally speaking, you adapt to your surroundings. So if a couple of girls in the group have had a bit of work done, they generally all get a bit of work done.
Yep.
If you got a couple in the group,
Birds of a feather flock together.
hey, fish rots from the head down. That's what they say.
Never heard that one.
It's true. David Attenborough, fish rots from the head down. They go out, you know.
And that has what to do with anything?
Hey, I don't know. When in doubt, hit it with pace.
Yes, I agree with that one. Continue.
So they go out, night out, you know, on the prowl, as girls do, you know, looking for a bit of fresh meat, the lionesses. So they go, say there's three of them, right? They've all come a really long way along this journey to the point that they're unrecognisable to the naked eye. They all pick up, they all go home, they all do the deed, they go back, or they're having breakfast the next morning. Do you think they discuss the fact that they just catfish some poor cunt and be like, there's no way that guy would have fucked my ugly ass if he knew what I look like before this?
I mean, now it feels like I'm on the snakes and ladders. And I now know your feeling. I think, and this is a generalization, but most girls who get to that point of that work that they get done, they genuinely think that they are the shit.
So do you think it's like they sort of block that part out of their brain to be
I think they Botox that part in their brain.
Yeah, like I never look like that.
Yeah.
That's not me.
I don't look like that.
And you know, like, because there's two sides to this, right? There's obviously some of them that completely change their appearance. The other part for me is that I've known a lot of incredibly attractive girls, that have had a fair bit of work done over the years, to their own preference. It's your body; you can do whatever you want. But for me, having known them before and after, I was like, "Fuck! I thought you were far more attractive beforehand."
Did you
know what I mean?
Did you tell them that?
No, look, I choose my battles. Like I said, snakes and ladders. Snakes and ladders.
That was definitely a snake.
And it's like, that's a bit of a shame, you know? It's a bit of a shame. And then on the other hand, it's like, well, I used to know you and you were fucking dog ugly.
It's a good for you. But
Yeah.
you know, like, you would know, like, okay, you look like that now, but if I was to reproduce with you, like, I'm not getting the doctor's enhancements in the genome sequencing, you know? Like, I'm getting old fugly butts over there.
Well, we definitely live in a world of chameleons, shall we say?
Yeah.
Where yeah, they just really change their skin to match their surroundings. You know what I mean?
I mean, good on them. I like some of them are incredible. They really changed it up, changed their whole life. It's incredible. Like, it's good stuff. I'm just talking about the other part of hey, I'm just talking about the dirty truth no one wants to talk about. You know.
Yeah. Hey, look, there's always extremists, but at the end of the day, it's about what's in here. Like, I don't know about other men, but I worry about what's in here. That's all. That's all I care about.
Is that true?
What's in here?
Yeah. How's that going for you?
What's in here?
I just miss her so much.
Hey, you can't put Botox in a heart, brother. You'll die.
Yeah, that's... I look, you're no doctor, but neither am I, and I'd agree with that.
I wish I was, so I knew what's going on in this world at the moment.
Wish I knew whether to get a vaccine.
Easy. That's all I've got. In and out.
I got a little tip for you.
Here we go.
All about tips.
Damon's big dick energy for the week.
One thing, I think it's, I don't know, I think it is common to an extent, but it probably doesn't get passed on enough about, like, knowing how to, like, service your own car. I know this sounds like a fucking stupid thing, like, you know, like, oh, yeah, sure. But go watch one YouTube video of, like, just, I reckon it'd take you 5 minutes, and it would tell you all the parts of a car and what's fluid to sort of check, and just set a reminder in your car for once a month. Just set an alarm on a Sunday, check your car. Man, I reckon you'd save that much fucking money on your car fucking out if you just did those little checks. Like, I drive my car out to work a fair bit, so, like, I don't want to... It's 180 k's west, where there's fucking no one. So I don't particularly want to have to call RACQ. So, yeah. Learn how to service your car, save some money. And servicing your car as a bloke, whoo! That's some BDE right there.
That's about what's in here. But, oh yeah, I agree. But I think the very bare necessities of this is that... And look, you'd say this is sexist. I really don't give a fuck. As a male, you need to know how to change a tyre on a car.
100%.
So I was taught from a very young age from my dad, like, this is how you change a tyre. See if I had ever called RACQ to get them to come and change a tyre, and my dad found out about that, he would have beat the fuck out of me. Whereas I see, especially maybe it might be a little bit different up there, but in the big city down here, you see a lot of P-platers and young people in these nice cars, flat tyres on the side of the motorway, RACQ car there to change the tyre for them. If you can't change a tyre, don't drive the car.
Here's a little hint. If your engine sounds like it's like over-revving, check your transmission fluid.
If there's a clunking sound coming from under the bonnet, it doesn't mean turn the music up louder so you can't hear it anymore.
Learn how to service your car. Be a big dog.
Damon's big dick energy coming at you again. We done?
We're done.
Snap it. Bah!